Today is a very special day. I went ahead and went on Amazon and bought myself a flux, multimeter, some IPA, a soldering iron, and a knife. Now this is going to be a short video where I unbox all this and review it. Now first off, I have this isopropyl alcohol. I've been using this 70%. I know it's 70 degrees isopropyl alcohol, but here I bought 99%, which is very good for cleaning motherboards. This was my motherboard cleaner, and I have this bottle here. I'm going to put it in similar to my other one. However, pretty good. Now setting the soldering iron away, we have some flux and now the knife. Now I bought this knife for unboxing videos and where I review stuff. I wanted a little knife as a box cutter, and I thought it was a pretty good idea to buy one. It's a little flashy little thing for the channel for you guys to enjoy. And let's see what is inside. Now this was really hard to open. Alright, here's the knife. Now there's nothing else in the box. Okay, let's put that aside. Now here's the knife. I wanted the jungle green variety. This was $10, so it's not too bad. Pretty good knife, honestly. It's a bit greener in person. On camera it's kind of more of an aquamarine green, but it's still pretty cool knife. I really like it. It'll serve me well, so that's pretty cool. Honestly, I've really wanted one of those for a while, so that's pretty cool. Now setting that aside, we have the multimeter. Now this multimeter I bought so I could test like Game Boy batteries and broken traces and blown fuses, because I've had problems with that in the past and I've wanted to buy something to test it. So I bought an Astro AI one, which is the biggest selling one, that was also like $10, so pretty good deal, honestly. Let's see what's in here. So using my brand new knife to immediately scratch the screen. Just kidding, I made sure to dodge the screen. But opening this up, we have a really nice red and blue multimeter. Now the reason as I bought this is so I could do stuff like I just said. These are really helpful to own if you're trying to get into soldering, so you can test your traces without having to put the whole thing back together and booting it all up. Speaking of soldering, let's get directly into unboxing the soldering iron. Now I bought this because I need to replace batteries, DS Lite top screen repair, and all this sort of things, and just buying one is really helpful. This was $43 and it comes with all this stuff, and I decided to go for it. And I know somebody that I have a bit of history with that suggested this soldering iron for me, so I went ahead and got it. And as you see here, I'm having a hell of a time trying to get this out of the box because the wire is in the box on the side. So now removing this, I'm going to assemble this real quick. Now that we have the soldering iron removed, let's take a look at how it looks. It's a nice black color. I actually really like this one. I've never gotten a soldering iron before, so I think it's pretty good for $40 or something I paid for it, so not too bad. Inside here we have the power cord, which is not wanting to come out. Oh, it's wrapped the other way. The desoldering pump they included. Now, I'm going to review this. Now, first off, we have the soldering iron tip here, which is pretty good. Not too bad. That's the tip. Here's the arms that go on the side. I'm going to install that in a second. We have over here the tweezers, which I'm not going to use immediately, and a soldering iron. Now, pretty good, honestly. It's pretty small. This thing's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. This is really cool, honestly. A little tip that goes on the end there, and a little sponge so I can clean off the tip. Really cool. Wow, liking that. Now, the desoldering pump is a very useful thing to own because it's how you remove solder without having to sit here and do all this copper wire stuff. I also ended up buying that because that's really useful. Anyways, here's the desoldering pump. Now I'm gonna assemble this real quick. I'll be right back. Now, having the soldering iron fully assembled, this is what it kind of looks like with the spool of solder on the side and the two arms. Anyways, here's all the tips they included. They gave me like a sort of a pointier tip, kind of like a basic one, sort of a chisel-ish tip, kind of more for bigger things, a replacement of the basic one. What's this? A chisel tip, a fat one, a big one. Now we have another one, a bit smaller, and a cylindrical one, and then finally a sort of a smaller one, chisel sort of tip. Now, finally, we have the solder and the soldering flux and the copper wire. Now, this was highly suggested to purchase if you're going to get in the soldering for the first time, because flux helps with a lot of things. I'm not really sure. I know it helps you not like burn the motherboard and makes your solder connection really good. So I went ahead and bought some for like pretty damn cheap, honestly. Now, this goes into a sort of a like needle-ish thing. As you see here, you just kind of push that out into the motherboard. Anyways, thank you for watching this sort of crappily edited video. I just wanted to show you guys that I finally got a soldering iron and all the materials for it. So I will be making videos in the future where I will actually be able to repair the system. Maybe I'll even get into IPS modding Game Boys for it. And hey, why not? Was pretty cool, and thank you for anyone that watched this video. I hope this helped you in some way or another than me just bragging about getting a soldering iron. Please subscribe, like, and comment if you liked this video. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great time. Bye-bye now.